tonight we are going to be talking a little bit more in depth about the team training site, answering the specific questions that you guys have. I know this morning, well, let's see, probably about 5 or 6 hours ago, I put in the team Facebook group. If you guys don't have notifications turned on for that, you really ought to turn on notifications for it. Put in the Facebook group just about us going live tonight and diving into the first couple pieces of the team training site. So whether or not you guys have watched all of that, we're going to dive into it a little bit and then answer any questions that you guys have. So if you have done that, put yes, I've done it in the chat. I'd love to kind of gauge a little bit for where we're coming from and then be able to dive in more detail tonight, depending where you guys are. Okay. Let's see, just having everyone get in. Okay, so Doric not done yet, perfectly fine. It's just the first, 3 or 4 videos. So all good, no worries. We have Jason, you've done it, awesome. Sim, I love that feedback, thank you for that. Yes, they are specific for your guys' success. Jay, awesome. Good to know. Sean, not done yet. No problem. Again, you guys, I know it was kind of a, hey, hurry and like get this done before tonight. That wasn't 100% planned. So you guys are in the clear. Just know that we are going to have specific things for every single week for you guys to do. We're going to be giving specific accountability so that you can actually gain a lot intentionally from the new revamped site rather than being like, oh, welcome in. Okay, here's the site. And then you're like, what the freak do I do? Right? So we're going to be diving into that a little bit tonight, painting a picture, answering questions, things like that. It was poured here. It was, oh, really, Sim? It was pouring all day? That's fun. Yay. Or no, that's not fun. Just kidding. Okay, to answer your question, Anthony, went through the site, needed and watched the things I needed. Awesome. That's perfect. We're going to be going over specifically kind of in order, I guess you could say, because everything kind of plays together. Okay. Meaning that the first couple pieces are a little bit about mindset. That's very specific to your success. You guys know that without this, it doesn't matter what you do on the back end, because if your mindset sucks, if it's in the gutter, if it's something that's like, I can't do it because I don't have time, because you're going to be right. Right. So we have the couple pieces of mindset first. Sorry, just still admitting people here. Couple pieces of mindset first. We're going to go over a little bit of time blocking tonight, get your guys' feedback for those of you who have actually gone through the couple pieces, and then we'll dive into what it looks like so you guys know what's to come for the next Teachable Tuesday and beyond that. Okay. This point forward, you are going to want to register with a brand new link that will be posted sometime this week. I don't know if tomorrow or tonight, but sometime this week in the Facebook group, we will post the new link for registration. It's still going to be what you've done, Teachable Tuesday, but it's going to be a different link to register for on the back end. So look and stay tuned for that. Okay. Couple things I want to go over very briefly, and then we'll kind of dive in for you guys. This right here, you guys, I want you to go use it. Now, I'm not saying you have to put, well, let's see, so it doesn't look so funny. I'm not saying you have to use this on YouTube. However, it's on YouTube, so might as well use it where it's at, right? Instead of having it go to Daniel's, though, obviously you guys know this hack here. To download this, okay, you guys are going to copy and paste this testimonial link, go to the Y2Mate, paste it here. You're going to go down here, hit download. It'll then act like it's going to a new page, like, oh, I have to do all these weird things. No, you just simply go right here, bottom right corner, you hit download. It'll download, at least for me, in the bottom left of my screen. Name it, go through the normal YouTube University type of steps. Okay. Can I not make you guys go another way? Okay. Use that to your advantage. If you're super techie and you want to edit certain things, if you guys were specifically featured, like a few of you were, use it to your advantage. Anthony, you're like, what this, I want to say the second testimonial, maybe something like that. So when you post it on Facebook, on social media, on whatever, I strongly encourage you guys to say something that makes them stay. So if you're, for example, the last testimonial, if you're the very first one, like Catherine, I believe it is, say something that's like, ooh, hey, you might want to stay till this minute because you might see someone you recognize. Just engage the audience wherever you're posting it, whether that be Facebook, that be YouTube, whatever. Go repurpose it, have it be your own. Okay, that's the link right there. Click here. Can't get any more obvious than that. And then how to download it. The YTubeMate works really well. It obviously is just downloaded. And then you go through the YouTube University steps as far as naming it, doing keywords, tags, things like that. Okay. Let me go through here. You forgot about YTubeMate. Yeah, Kelly, I got you. No worries. So, couple things. You guys, you got to bookmark that 123 SHG training tab. Your sponsor should have sent that to you from the beginning. Okay. Look something like www.123shg.com/membership area. You'll create an account. Okay. This is what it looks like. You guys should know this, but I'm going through it tonight because as we build a lot of momentum going through August, you're gonna want your members to be plugged in. The idea of this team training site, as you guys have maybe heard on Mindset Monday yesterday, okay, at the time of this recording, is that it's meant to have you be able to just up and move to Dubai or go to Hawaii for 3 weeks without you having to feel like you're babysitting. Okay. What that means for you guys is you've got to get yourself plugged into this so you know what it is. The training is there for you specifically. And then as you enroll Billy Bob and Henry and Helga and whoever, you can then plug them in and not feel like you have to babysit. Do you guys want that? Put yes in the chat. I want to get a little bit of momentum going. Do you guys want that? You paying attention? Let's check in with each other. Okay. So again, using this right here is going to be awesome. It's going to give you a little bit of different credibility, especially if you're one that's featured. If you're not, then awesome. Say, these are people I work with every single week. I talk with them every single day. I am learning with them every single Tuesday, whatever you got to say, right? What you know your audience. So what is it they would want to hear from you, whether you're posting on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, a group, whatever, use it to your advantage. Okay. Now, the reason you want to bookmark this tab is because if and when the trainings, the replays like you're watching now, whether live with us or say it's on our playlist, okay, you're gonna want to be able to access them and to have specific things for your members and your team, okay? So when you log in, you bookmark this tab. This needs to be something that you guys are in often, because what's going to end up happening is if we honestly, when we continue giving you more information for another thing that's working for, hey, we have hacks around this and this and this. When we add more here for something that we know works, we want you plugged in. And if you message us and say, well, I don't know what it is. Yeah, that's the first problem. You've got to be plugged in. Okay. Dill, put Dill in the chat for me, you guys. Check in with yourself. Are you paying attention? Are you paying attention? Okay, so as you guys can see here, we have these 3 playlists going on. When you click them, it'll look something like this. Okay, they are not in any specific order. What I would encourage you guys to do, yes, these currently are in the Facebook group. If ever that changes though, I want you to have them at your disposal all right here, easy, okay? They are not in a specific order. So anything that calls to you, just say, oh, I'd really like to know what that Mindset Monday was about, etc. Okay. And you guys can see Teachable Tuesday, same thing. Focus Friday, same thing. I tried to label them so that you would know what was talked about in that video if you want to catch the replay rather than trying to keyword search it in Facebook. Again, if ever that goes away, you have access to it forever on those. So bookmark those tabs if you need to. every single time. So this recording tonight, for example, will be put in Teachable Tuesday. Okay. And for those catching the replay, you'd also have access to this document we're looking at here on the screen in the description underneath the YouTube video. Okay. So, any questions on that? I assume not. That was pretty self-explanatory, but any questions on that? Just admitting a couple people here. Awesome, Catherine. Good, good. Okay, so I want to dive in a little bit on the team training site. I know we kind of scratched the surface with way too much excitement yesterday on Mindset Monday, but I want to go into a little bit more detail for what you guys can expect. Okay, so watch this first. Yes, this is first the testimonial video that we just looked at. It's the 3 minutes long, right? A few of you guys are featured. And then it goes into an overview from me. The overview from me is very specific to your success. Okay. It's going into detail for why it is you should be plugged in. So take it seriously. Okay. Take it seriously. Now, getting your links. This is more for you guys when you sponsor a brand new person. So say you have Henry. Okay. If Henry comes in here and he's getting his links, there right now is a few to choose from. Okay. So allow them to be resourceful. Allow them, if they are wanting to do something in Mexico and they're Spanish speaking, they'll figure out they want this one. This is self-explanatory. Do not feel like you guys as leaders have to be, oh, and then you click this, oh, and then you do this. Like, no, allow them to be resourceful. And if you guys are brand new, you're catching this later on, you have to understand here first that you are resourceful. You do not need your sponsor to handhold and spoon feed you. Okay. That does not help with anything. That only enables you, which over time does not help you. Okay. Everyone who's live with me now, let's see, 28 people, put hashtag be high level in the comments. If you guys are committed to yourself being high level, put it in the comments right now. 28 comments should pop through. Awesome. Boom, 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 boom. Love it. Love it. Love it. And even those on the replay, stay on YouTube on our playlist. If you want to be commenting as we encourage that, do. Because the more you give, the more you gain. You guys know this. You've heard me say it like, I don't know, a billion times. Okay. Okay. So when you're a brand new person, oh man, I wish Daniel was here. He's celebrating his anniversary. It's a good reason he's not here. This is the female version. This is my voice of the VSL. Okay. If your avatar would like to hear from a female, yeah, that's what you should use. Now, if your avatar would like to hear from a male, this is Daniel's voice for the VSL. You simply take this, you put your site name at the end, and then guess what? As soon as Billy Bob puts in his email address, we follow up for you. You guys know that. You don't have to worry about it on the back end. Okay. That's the beautiful part about it. If you do, then awesome. Request it from us, but only if you have a lot of momentum with your leads, because if you only want 5, 10, 15 leads, there's not really a point for us to then say, okay, go email these leads on your own. No, Daniel, you guys know, is literally the email master. He knows how to convert via email so well, to the point where when I started in this online space with another program, I hired Daniel to put my emails together because he's that good. Okay. So just trust it. We have it set up like this for a reason. Now, that's also very beneficial for those of you, I don't know, marketing out there, meaning that you guys, this is a selling point for you guys. Do you realize that? Have you ever created a short form video or something of that nature that said you have one job? Oh, by the way, we teach you how to do it for free. You have one job, marketing. That's it. Marketing. That's it. Because we do everything else for you, unless you're not plugged in and you have no idea, right? This one right here, you guys, and letting the cat out of the bag. Daniel and I will be recreating this one. It will be updated. This is one that we've had, for like 6 or 7 months. This is when I was still pregnant, I believe. So it's been a minute. This one will be redone. By the way, okay, and let me just get a little in your face right now. Have to unshare the screen. If you guys want to host your own webinar with me tag teaming it with you, with Daniel tag teaming it with you, with Bill tag teaming it with you, with all four of us. If you want to pull someone in, like, for example, if Anthony, you were like, yeah, I'd really like to do a webinar with Daniel, then cool. You want to know the requirement for that? You have to have 40 people registered. 40 people registered. So we would do an exclusive Zoom for you guys, but it has to be worth all of our time. Meaning if 40 people are registered, let's say 20 show up, you would follow our marketing system as far as what emails to send leading up to it 3 days before, at what times. We have the email swipes, the copy, everything for you, but you have to have minimum 40 people registered. It can't just be, oh, well, like my mom and my dog are coming. Cool. We could close your mom. That's great. But if your mom decides to go into gold and you make 10 and we make 10 cents, is that worth our time? Probably not. So if you want to have an exclusive Zoom set up and you want to be leading the path and having your email list there, we can do that for you, but you have to show up. Yes. And if you want in on that, feel free to reach out to Daniel or myself. We're more than happy to put it together, but there are going to be requirements for that. Now, if you're catching this later on and the requirement for 40 people registered has changed, it's because we believe in you more. And honestly, you should have 100 people minimum. Let's be honest. Okay. So get resourceful. That was the point of that. If you guys see something being done from other people that you want to do, ask, but get resourceful about it. Okay. Now sharing my screen again. So this one will be redone. This is more for warm market, you guys. It's more for warm market. It's, the person that you've built a lot of rapport with, someone that you're friends with on Facebook, whatever it is. You should, in my opinion, you should not necessarily be sending cold leads like from TikTok. That's not needed. First of all, they have no idea what it is they're looking at, and it makes more sense for them to maximize their time in watching the 10-minute overview, which is down here and down here. Okay. Or the Spanish one down here. Let's add in a couple people real quick. Did it work? All right. Wendy and Jamie are entering. Good. Okay. Letting the cat out of the bag, you guys, we are working on a brand new VSL. So at the time of this recording, if you do not see the male version and the female version, it's because, should I tell you? I don't know. Should I tell you guys? Should I? Put it in the chat if you want to hear what I'm about to say. Yes. 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 Okay, good. Yeah, I was going to tell you anyway. I mean, let's be honest. But Daniel and I are going to put a brand new VSL together, and it might just, I don't know, mean that both voices are there, which means it's easier to speak to your avatar and encompass more people still niche down. Yes? You guys want that? Because guess what? That's being worked on right now. You're welcome. You're welcome. And then this one right here, you guys, this one, brand new for our team, the funnel team, logo, branded, everything. Why? Because it's branding for you specifically. That's awesome. We've changed a little bit of the content here. As you can see, this is what I would recommend using. Okay. I love the look of everything. I think it's ideal. I love it. So why'd I go through all of this for the last 10 minutes? Well, it's because when you set up your links and you have, Henry enroll and Helga enroll, whoever, Henry and Helga should not be in your messages, in your email, taking up your time, having you tell them what to do. No. Allow yourself to be resourceful by understanding what it is a person is looking at and why it means something for you. And then if they have a question, you know where to point them, but always put it back. Hey, it's under get your links. Hey, it's under the second tab. Hey, it's under the fifth tab. Go get resourceful. It's under video 2, whatever. You could get that crazy if you want, or you could say, hey, it's in your 123 SHG training site. Go get resourceful, right? Because you're going to attract people who are wanting to just understand it from the start. And if you're babysitting them, it's because you probably need to be babysat, right? You get what you are, not what you want. So real quick, I think there was a couple questions. Let me hurry and go to them. Where the freak did they go? Hold up, guys. You got a domain. Awesome, Anthony. Love it. Which we're going to get to in a sec. Aha. Good, good. Let's see. So what landing page is connected to the TFT capture page? So this one here, okay, I'll just show you so you guys can see. My site name is the K Snyder. So if someone, let's see, someone puts in their email, okay, yes, I want free access. They submit it. It goes to this brand new one here, which I am not able to play the sound. So to be honest, I am not sure off the top of my head if it is the female voice or the male voice, but don't worry about it because you have to trust that it will speak to your avatar. Plus, when the new VSL is there, it'll have both of our voices. I let the cat out of the bag, but it's fine. Just don't tell Daniel. Okay, we had to tell you anyway. It's fine. Awesome, Eve. Good to hear it. Jay, that was probably not helpful, but that's what it looks like. This is what it goes to. Okay. That's what it goes to. It's branded to us. It has the logo, everything. We have a brand new person, cute girl with glasses on there. Let's see. Okay. So in continuing on, get resourceful. It's okay. You guys, you've heard me say this in the past. It's okay to cherry pick. It is okay to cherry pick. The people who get it from the start are the people you want to spend time with. And I don't mean that in a harsh way. I mean, people should not have to be handheld. You should know with confidence as you go through this brand new revamp that if you enroll Helga and Henry, they would just know what to do if you were up to move to Dubai tomorrow. Okay. No one heard from you for a month. The point of this brand new training is for you to execute more efficiently and to be confident in that. Okay. It's DK's voice. Okay. Awesome. So it is Daniel's voice. That's perfectly great. If you want to use the female voice, awesome. But just know, we'll eventually have both. So you're welcome. Wendy, let me see. Do the old funnels go to the new page? That's a great question. What I would recommend, because I'm not going to take the time right now to do it, is to just plug in these yourself and see what it goes to, and then use the one that you like. Okay. Let's exit out of that. Another critical point when you guys are enrolling new team members, because hello, the contest, especially this month. Yeah. Freaking awesome. You want to make sure that they take it seriously. Have them go get in the Facebook group, have them do that ASAP, and make sure to encourage them to turn on notifications. Okay. It looks different right now. So honestly, I can't show you how to turn on notifications, but you guys, that it's important, hence why you're here, hence why you're watching the replay. So turn on notifications for the group. Okay. Now, I want to go over a couple things. We're going to dive into very, very briefly these couple things here, and then we're going to go into the rest of this so you guys know what the rest is and setting the stage for the rest of our Teachable Tuesdays moving forward over the next month. Okay. And then we'll go over any questions you guys have as far as the contest and all of that. Okay. Time blocking and planning your success. You guys know that there's a PDF for every single thing. Does that mean that you have to go print everything? No, you don't have to go print everything, but if you want to, you can, or you can just take pen to paper and answer the questions here. The reason we created a PDF for everything is first, because it's a branding aspect. You guys, it's important to own your own brand because retention increases when you're remembered. Okay. Also, we created PDFs for this because we want accountability. We are not wanting you to binge everything. That is not the intent here. In fact, if you're going to binge everything, you're going to waste a lot of time because then when you go back to execute the info, you are finding yourself watching it again. So don't do that. Do not binge things like Stranger Things. Have to be honest, I've never seen the show. Don't hate me. Sorry, Jamie. I've never seen it. So time blocking. Okay. Time blocking, you guys. For those of you who watched that from Daniel, do you guys understand why time blocking means something? And here's the other thing I want you to pay attention to. 27 of you guys on, put this in the comments for me. It's not about the amount of time I put in. It's that I put in the time. It's not about the amount of time I put in. It's that I put in the time. Okay. That's what's important here. And as soon as you understand that, you'll really succeed with your business. You guys have heard it before, I'm sure, but it's like going to the gym. You cannot go to the gym and lose your 50 pounds of weight if that's your goal by going to the gym 3 hours today, nothing tomorrow. You're too sore the next day. Finally, you go on Friday for 30 minutes. That's not how it works, right? The effectiveness at the gym and losing weight and being more healthy, gaining more muscle mass is you going consistently for a certain amount of time. Same freaking thing with your business. If you put in 45 minutes of time per day, and then you compound that into the next day and do 45 minutes and 45 minutes and 45 minutes, et cetera, that will give you way bigger dividends financially and otherwise than you being like 3 hours a day, nothing tomorrow. No, consistency, compounding, that is the key with this. Okay. Sim says working 8 to 5, I use every spare minute I have for SHD. Is that the wrong way to go about it? Nope. Nope. You can do it that way, Sim, you can. And if that works for you, you should. It's more what makes the most sense for you, do that. Just make sure that the habits you're creating, right? You love SHD, Sim, so it's obvious. You're like, oh, I want to spend all my time there. I understand. Same. I know. Just make sure that you can do it continuously, because if the habit you're creating now does not serve you later, it's not going to be helpful. Just the same freaking thing as going to the gym. If I haven't gone to the gym since being pregnant, right? My little baby is like, a little over 6 months. Do you think it would be smart of me here and with my body to go to the gym for 3 hours, no matter what, 5 days a week after not going for 6 months? Heck no. That would not create a good habit. That would make me resent going to the gym. And that would also give me a lot of guilt when I don't go for 3 hours, right? Same thing with your business. Everything that you're checking off, everything that you're doing per day, make sure that if you were to look at it a month from now, that you still desire to do it in that way. Does that make sense? Because if you guys are not used to time blocking effectively, first, go watch the video from Daniel, because that will help. Second, it goes right into mine right here. Okay. Mine right here, you guys, this one is really, really crucial. This one is very crucial. Watch it tonight, because it will help you set the stage for tomorrow. You should have a have to do list per day, non-debatable. I will always, no matter what, do these X amount of things, no matter what, whether I'm sick, whether I have a job, whether I'm busy, whether I'm tired, whether I'm just not in the mood, right? You should always have a have to do list. Now, I labeled it 10 things, not because you should be doing 10 things, not because that's even effective. 10 things, because maybe one of these things is laundry. What if you do laundry every day? That's a have to do. Maybe it is in your book. Only you can decide that. But your have to do's, no matter what, non-debatable. You don't go to bed till they're done, that kind of a thing. The like to do's happen only after these happen, right? Because then you're prioritizing. For those of you who have thought in the past, or maybe even right now, you struggle with the thought of, I don't have enough time in the day. Yeah, you do, bro. You have a lack of priority. That's the problem, because every single person has the same amount of time per day. So how is it I could make 5 figures a month and you're barely making $10, right? No difference between you and me, except priority, not the time, not the know-how, the consistency and the priority. That's it. Those are the only difference makers. Now, the reason you do the like to do's first after the have to do's is because then there's no guilt. Okay. No guilt attached to it. And if there's guilt, especially if you're like me and you're a parent, You're feeling bad. Are you productive the next day, or are you going into the next day being like, man, you freaking suck, right? Oh, I didn't get that done. Better not start now because I already suck. Like, no, stop that. Same thing here. No guilt attached to I could do. Let me give you a dumb example. If I could do the laundry and yet it sits there, and then I decide to go to bed instead of doing the laundry for 20 minutes, do I have any guilt for, yeah, I could do the laundry? Or is it super detached? Your could do's are things like, I could create an 11th video for TikTok, but 10 is good, right? There's no guilt attached to it. If you have the time and you've been super effective and productive that day, then cool, go on to your next section of have to do's into I'd like to do's into I could do's. Because as soon as you start shoulding yourself, you have way too many negative emotions. You're not going to be effective in whatever it is you're producing anyway. Does that make sense? I know that was a lot and that was a bit of mindset, but hey, you got to have the right mindset or everything else won't even matter. Okay. Okay. So going into this, you guys have heard this, like, I don't even know how many times from me now. Okay. Zoom, move it or lose it. Okay. Knowing your audience, I am not going to go into this tonight. I am going to answer questions though. You guys have heard it before. And if you haven't and you're brand new, I really encourage going through this week. The avatar training is going to super, super impact your business very specifically. But to be blunt with you, I've taught this, I don't even know how many times in the last probably like 6 weeks. And I'm not going to do it again tonight. I'm like a serious broken record. So for those of you who have gone through the avatar training, what questions can I answer for you now? And if you want to take yourself off mute, feel free to do that. Or you can just put it in the chat, whichever is easiest. You guys have got to have questions. I'm sure of it. I'll wait. Any questions on avatar? And if not, awesome. Then I would expect your content to be specifically speaking to your audience and you're getting people specific to who it is you want to work with. And if that's not happening, now is the time to ask your questions. What's not working? What are you missing? Hashtags, a description, anything. Kelly. So Kelly is asking, she's wondering, how can you share your screen on Zoom and play a video and get the sound? I don't know the answer because your computer is different than mine, but for mine, it is in the settings with the speakers for the settings, the sound settings. I'd recommend YouTubing it because your answer is going to be different. Sorry. YouTube it specifically with like Lenovo Legion, how to blah, 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 whatever kind of computer you have. Okay. So Mike, good to have you here. Mike says, people don't comment on my videos. Are you asking for comments? Is your CTA? Comment right now. Let me know. And Wendy, maybe the same thing. You're missing the closing. What do you mean by that? Let me know. And Sim says, I feel like even though I'm specifically speaking to a certain audience, I don't feel like that is who's watching my videos. Is it the connection with me that I'm missing? Is it just the connection with me I am missing? Man, Jamie just keeps trying to get in here. Jamie, why don't you stay around, girl? You ask them to comment every single time. Okay, so Mike, what I'm going to suggest for you, if you're asking in 1 second at the very end, drop me a comment now. Have what it takes, drop me a comment now. Like what you see, drop me a comment now. You're pointing, you're saying, drop me a comment now. Okay. If you're not getting comments, it's not because they don't want to comment. It's because they didn't get that far in the video. So they have no idea that that's your call to action. And what I mean by that is work on the first part more than the call to action. The call to action can't be heard. It won't be done unless they make it to that point. And if they're not making it to that point, you got to have a different hook that's specific to them. And you got to have a very important build up that makes them watch the first 5 to 7 seconds. Okay. Let me know if that is helpful. Last time, when was this? I did a training last week. I think Kelly actually asked, hey, I need examples of, what was it, a hook, Kelly? If you guys want to participate right now and give a bunch of hooks, do it. Do it right now for Mike, because it could be a lack of enticing hook, or it could be that you're overlooking the buildup. The buildup is a big deal. And the buildup can be simple, you guys. The buildup can be very, very simple. Does it sound more enticing to you to have me be like, do you want to work from home? Guess what? I know how. Comment right now. Yawn. That is so boring, right? You overlook sometimes, and I'm not saying, Mike, you do, but sometimes the buildup is overlooked, but the buildup is simple. That's why it can be overlooked. So for example, do you want to make 20 bucks a day? Wow, that's 600 bucks a month. Yep, all from home around your schedule. 2 buildups right there. I literally did math. They could do math, but you painted a picture. 20 bucks a day is 2 gold members. That's it. That's easy, guys. That is meant to be simple. 20 bucks a day is 600 bucks a month. Do you know how many network marketing companies pitch? Just make $500 extra. Just make $500 extra, right? And yet here you are painting the picture for 600. That's relatable for them. Compared to, do you want to make money online? Yeah, dude, you and everyone else. Scroll, you're not remembered. You know what I mean? While you're four-wheeling, see, in the mountains. I love that. Jamie, that's awesome. Yep. Little subliminal messages of, yep, it's at home. Oh, look, my microphone. Oh, hey, my kid's in the background. I mean, there are many, many ways to make sure that your hook and your buildup is key. Okay. And that it's on point. Let's see, just scrolling back. So Wendy, if you commented about the closing, let me know. I don't see a comment from you unless I found it. Never mind. I will get to yours in just a moment, Wendy. Let's see. Does hashtag have a say in that? Okay, so Anthony, be specific, because I know that you asked that a minute ago. So let me know what you mean by the hashtags. The hashtags, just as a recap, you guys, 7 or less, 7 hashtags or less, at least for me, for what works. You can do it how you want. I see plenty of marketers hashtagging like 25 things. That's great. Maybe that works. Data test it and see what works for you. Hashtags, a couple of them should be the activity. No more than 1 million, in my opinion. Okay. If you really got to do 1 million, do less than 2 million. Okay. 2 of them should be the activity, just for my personal current experience. And the rest of them, so say 4 to 5, should be the person, who it is you're speaking to. Hashtag Colorado mommy, hashtag stay at home mom of 3 kids, hashtag not work at home life, something more specific and niche down. Okay. Let me scroll down real quick, Anthony. As far as audience, does the hashtag help with your audience? Oh, bro, game changer. Yes. Yes. Your hashtags specifically impact who is seeing your stuff, and not in the way of Instagram. Instagram's like, yay, hashtags. No, if you're talking TikTok, if you're talking Facebook Reels, especially both of those platforms, your hashtags, when you're speaking to your avatar, allow you to cherry pick, and you get more quality people, because you're not hashtagging everyone and their dog, work at home online, work at home jobs, affiliate marketing. No, you're saying hashtag Nebraska mommy, Not that you would, Anthony, but you know what I mean. Um, Hashtag stay at home dad of two, that kind of thing. I mean, when you hashtag who you're speaking to, you get that audience, which means you are naturally connected with them more and they want to hear from you because you already have a relationship. There's already something in common. Do I work with a lot of people in Colorado? No, actually, I don't. Do I have probably a dozen to 2 dozen on our team in Colorado? Yeah. Why? Because it works. And because Colorado, hey, have you been to Garden of the Gods? Yeah, easy rapport because they live in Colorado. You know what I mean? The order of the hashtag doesn't matter, correct? Correct. Unless someone can prove that it does. But no, as far as I know, it does not. Okay, scrolling up again, had to scroll back down to answer Anthony's question before I forgot again. Let's see. So Kelly, this was a comment about 6 minutes ago. So that's how far behind I am. Thank you guys for your patience. Kelly says, so we need to start doing TikTok live and SEO. When we repurpose, do we do Facebook and Instagram and YouTube like an SEO as well? I haven't seen anything on any of the platforms except TikTok. So SEO specifically using keywords, yes, because of TikTok feeling the same. Kelly, is that what you're talking about? I would use keywords, yes. I would also start doing your own research on that end for, does Instagram need keywords? Keywords meaning just like you guys know on YouTube University using keywords. I don't know. I would encourage you guys getting resourceful and finding that out, giving us feedback, letting us know what you find out. We can then improve and implement more into the training, which will be helpful because then it's more in real time for you guys, you know? Eve says, for time blocking reasons, how many short form videos should I make for each product that I promote? It depends what you want to do, Eve. The last couple Teachable Tuesdays, specifically in July, for example, we said if you're doing, say, 1 to 2 videos per day, go to 3 to 4. If you're doing 3 to 4, go to 5 to 7, etc. So it depends what you want to be focused on. If you could whip out a lot of short form videos, for me, for example, because of consistent practice, I could whip out 10 videos within about 20 minutes because I've just done it. I've done it so much. It just becomes natural for me, right? Depends your focus. The short form video is the gateway. It's like the gatekeeper into getting them on your email list, right? That's your first psychological yes. And then the idea is that you filter them into something else, whether that be a YouTube channel, a series, your Facebook group, etc. Hence the training we have for you guys. Okay. Let me know if that makes sense, Eve. So Wendy says, I can talk to everyone about SHD. I send the links like they want, but no one responds after that. Are you asking them to respond? Because if you just spam them the link, Billy Bob messages you, Wendy, and says, hey, I'd like to know what you do from home. You then go, here's my link. Yeah, of course, he's not going to message back. He has no reason to. You did not ask him to. Now, if you are asking him to, let me know. What I'd strongly encourage is to go through, oh, look what I got for you. I would look at this training right here, how to direct message and assume the sale. This training will be super, super important. We've also done it in the Facebook group a couple times. Feel free to go into the Facebook group, keyword search something like DMs and CTA, or keyword search, assume the sale, something like that. We've done multiple trainings on that. I'm confident it will be super helpful. Okay. Let's unshare. Okay, let's scroll down. You tell them, and then I tell them I will follow up within XYZ. So then you follow up, and what do you say? That would be the question. And what rapport, Wendy, did you build before that? This might be something that you and I talk about specifically, because I'm more than happy to help. I'm the DM master, to be honest. So let me know. Okay, scrolling up again. Okay. Thank you guys for giving a couple hooks for Mike. That's awesome. And okay, awesome, Kelly. That was a really good one also. You guys take note of that one from Kelly at about 8:45 Eastern. She posted that one. We'll look into blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. All good, Wendy. Sounds good. And just so you guys know, for example, okay, and I'll just get your guys' feedback. Do you guys desire having where it's like a mastermind session with like 1 to 3 to 5 of you guys in a Teachable Tuesday where you guys could be listening in the background, but we could say, okay, Anthony and Sim and Sean and Jason and Mike, we're going to specifically go through certain things of yours, whether that be TikTok, whether that be YouTube, whatever. And then we provide specific feedback live for you guys. If you guys are interested in that, I'm perfectly happy to talk to Daniel and see what we can implement. Because Wendy, for example, hey, I'm really struggling with DMs. I'm just not closing anything. Okay. Someone like Catherine is. So what can we learn live together in, okay, we're going to go behind the scenes with Wendy and see what her DMs are. The rest of you guys listen and take notes, but it's almost specific coaching for Wendy that night. Yeah. If you guys want in on that, awesome. Give me some feedback because I'm happy to do that too. That way, Wendy, for example, you're not like, I'm taking up the whole meeting. Well, if the meeting at X date is okay, Anthony, Wendy, and Jason, we're going to go over for you, and everyone else can listen and pay attention, take notes, and apply the concepts, then yeah, we're perfectly happy to do that. Let's see. Yep, awesome. So thank you for that feedback, Jamie. She says that'd be amazing because I think some of us could have the same issue but hesitant to share. Yep, totally understand. You like the idea? Awesome. Good, good. Okay. Even something like this. Last week, Jason Perez, I don't know if you're on right now because I'm not going to take the time to scroll through and see if you're here. You were at one point, so hi if you are. But Jason Perez last week, or maybe the week before, had a couple questions about his YouTube channel. Awesome, Jason. Good that you're here. And then I specifically on the back end sent him a video sharing screen recording and said, hey, here's a couple tips. But you guys could have benefited from that, right? In maximizing our time, though, if we specifically said, okay, and honestly, you guys, I'm just spouting off details right now. In my head, what it would be is you sign up somehow for a certain date, and then you tell us what you want feedback on. If you're like Eve and you're wanting feedback on specific TikTok videos, if you're like Wendy and you want feedback on specific DMs, you guys would show up, but you'd sign up, you'd opt in. I don't know the word, but you'd sign up somehow and claim your date for, Tuesday, February, whatever. And, we have X amount of spots, something like that. I think that would be super lucrative. And that doesn't mean that the rest of you don't show up. I would show up because if we're specifically divulging, okay, here's Sim on her TikTok channel, here's all the feedback, I would bet that it helps you guys, But then it's specific to them, the 1 to 3 to 5 people that night, whatever it is. So thank you for that feedback. I think that's a good idea. Okay. Any other thoughts, questions? I know that was a little bit about Avatar, going into a little bit of short form videos. Any other thoughts, questions you guys want answered now? Let me know, or forever hold your peace. And if not, and I'm not saying you can't ask a question, feel free to do so. We'll be more than happy to help you. We're going to just kind of set the preface for the rest of this and then just briefly touch on the contest. Okay. Let me know if there are any other questions. And if not, awesome. For those of you showing the screen, just be like, hey, I'm good. So Sim's good. Sean's good. Awesome. Huey's good. Trying to scroll through you guys and see all of you. All right. You guys are good? Awesome. So in sharing the screen right now, okay, setting up a forwarding domain. This again, for example, you guys, please, this is the preface for next week. Please go through setting up a forwarding domain. And these five videos for short form videos. Okay. You've got to go through this one and then the intro to short form videos, CapCut, Instagram, YouTube shorts, sample videos. Go through these and prep for next week. Next week, if you're catching the replay, for example, will be on August 9th. So if you're on the playlist for Teachable Tuesday, go to the next one. Okay. That will be super helpful for you guys. CapCut's helped you a lot. Awesome. Great feedback. These ones here, by the way, are from John. These are not from me. And what that means for you guys is it's not going to be a repeat of, hey, here's the formula from Kirsty. You're like, oh my gosh, shut up already, right? Haha. I more say that because my formula works really well. And John's formula works really well. And now you can be implementing and doing both, or maybe you like one, or maybe you like the other route, whatever it is, you guys know that it works. So next week when we teach on it, it's going to really, really impact you. But I strongly encourage going through the setting up the domain, again, with you guys in mind. This is meant to take your brand new enrollment named Helga, who doesn't know Jack, and now she knows, okay, I need to work with helga.com. Okay, that reroutes to my, okay, and here's my site link. And okay, she'll be able to figure it out the more resourceful you guys are in putting them to be resourceful. Okay. Introduction to short form videos, all of this right here. Okay, this is what I need you guys to go through and prep for next week. Dill, put Dill in the chat. Commit to it now. Commit. And then DMing and assuming to sell, how to effectively use Facebook. You guys, these are repeats of things that we've talked about in the past, but we're going to really get into them. They are there to take the brand newest person and give them the fastest result in the simplest way possible. Do you guys catch that? And if you want that for your team members, whether you have a lot of seasoned pros who are like, yo, I know how to do all of this, or someone who's like, what's a domain, right? You have all the above. All of this training is meant to take them from zero to hero without you having to babysit. That's why we created it for you, okay? How to promote on YouTube, you guys, this is the regurgitation of YouTube University. If you don't have that yet, holy freak, what are you doing? These couple things down here. I know this one is new. And maybe that one, another one is new, and now they all look the same to me. But the Google AdSense overview, another income stream. They go into Daniel specifically goes into detail for how to really maximize YouTube and how it is actually super effective. And if you pay attention, I'm giving you a nugget. This right here, short form videos, literally plays into how to do YouTube effectively. Like you're tying them in together. And then, by the way, having Facebook and a Facebook group, which is right before YouTube training, having that, then promote your YouTube channel, having the short form video on the back end, get your YouTube channel. Oh, by the way, you're making money with YouTube now. You're welcome. Like, shoot. They all tie together. So please pay attention to how everything is pulling together. It's not just go work YouTube. It's maximizing YouTube on every other section we have here. Okay. And everything else, vice versa. Set it and forget it traffic. You guys, you do know that you need a TA account. You guys know this. Make sure to pay attention, especially with your own enrollments. We have it so you can get automated traffic here, which means it is a monthly purchase that's automatically set, which allows you to make monthly income from Traffic Authority. Now, is this required? No. Does it determine your success? Heck no. As you guys can see, this is one video. compared to everything else that you can learn and do for free and be consistent with. So don't think you have to get traffic. When your enrollments ask about that, yeah, they don't have to get traffic. They can if they want, but if not, cool, no harm, no foul. It will not determine your success, nor should you rely on it. Okay? Do not rely on it. Let's see. AdSense is asking for a link, which is not included in the back office training regarding getting paid from YouTube. AdSense is asking. Okay. Will you, Jason, do me a favor? Will you send that to Daniel? Or even better yet, you could put that in the Q&A post inside of our Facebook group. It's in the pinned announcements. Tag Daniel in it and he'll get back to you on it. Because then other people can, they can see the answer for that too, instead of just a DM. After you sponsor someone, what to send them, how to place members, member placement strategies. Okay. First, don't stress about placing the right 3 people under you. Like, calm the freak down. It will all work itself out. There is an abundance of money all the time in every spot, unless you don't think so. Okay. Pay attention to those ones when you get there. What to send new members, just so you guys know, some of you I've sponsored, and not that you have to do this, but as a tangent, I do not send my members this because that's personally not what I would say, right? So if you're going to use the email, which you should, because they need to be able to get into their members area, go figure, right? That's catered to you with your traffic authority link, everything specific for you. Okay. Make it your own, please. Freaking make it your own. For example, mine is a funnel. I have it, thekcenter.com/welcome to SHG. Someone can see me here, talk for a minute. Hey, welcome to the team. I'm your sponsor, blah, blah, blah. And then they go here. This tab goes to the 123 SHG training. So if you wanted to get a domain and have the same thing, you could. Congrats. I'm your sponsor, Anthony.com. Haha, not really. Don't use that domain. But you could have it be more personal if you want it to be. Or you can just use this, but make it your own, please. Make yourself stand out. Make it so they are branded and remember you, their sponsor. Why? Can you guys tell me why? Why is branding important? Tell me why it's important. One answer I'm thinking of. One answer. Why is branding important? Yeah, it's a way of remembering, sure. But what at the end of the day does branding do for you? Can you guys tell me? Okay, word of mouth. Yeah, that's a great answer. Authority, more personal, promotes you. Okay. So if you have the right branding and that promotes you, it's more personal. People follow you, not just the opportunity, the visibility, everything you guys have said. Having those things, ooh, Anthony, my man, you got it. Having those things encompasses one solution: retention. Retention. What does retention do? You have better retention, you have better income. The reason we are teaching you guys to be branded, the reason we have gone in and totally revamped from SHG takeover team to the funnel team is not because we don't want SHG. It's because it's our brand. It's your brand. It's remembered. It's something that helps you retain more members. And it's not even just, oh, it's black and red and it looks good. Like, no, it's meant to help you be remembered. And if you're remembered, just like Tim said, people buy into you, not just your opportunity. Okay. So remember that. Everything that you do, remember, how can I be recognized? Not because I'm cocky, not because I need them to like me. No, so many people don't like me and I don't care. Why? Because I'm remembered, because I show up as me. I alter it for me. Same thing with your short form videos, to YouTube, to your playlist, to literally everything. It's got to be you. Okay. You. Now sharing my screen again. Pulling it all together. This is a quick video for me here. Again, similar things that I just said. You guys, advanced only and team training replays. We have the PDFs. If you're a printer like Sim and you want to have organized PDFs with the dates and all of that, awesome, do it, but don't feel like you have to. They're there as a resource if you like to feel organized and all that good stuff. Okay. Questions on the site. Do you guys understand that it is meant to allow you to not babysit? It's meant to have you guys stand in your authority and say, Helga, I'm so excited for you. Awesome questions. Be sure to go through the training. They'll be answered, right? Not because you hate Helga's guts, not because you don't want to help, but because it's meant to help Helga help herself. Okay. Rather than you feeling like, oh, I got to help them. And then all your time is taken by helping when you already have it. You have it right here. You have it right here. That's what was killing you. Yep. You guys, I run into so many people just like Eve right now, who all of their time is taken from people being like, I know what to do. You do know what to do. But if you're enabling them, they will always need you. The point of network marketing is to not feel needed and obligated and tied down to a schedule. What are we all here for? Time freedom. Time freedom. That's why some of our comments from me, from Daniel, from Bill will be, go be high level. Go be high level, right? It's not because we don't care about you. It's not because you don't care about Helga or whoever you enroll. It's because you need Helga and Billy Bob, whatever, to know how to run their business. Because if you were to up and disappear tomorrow, Helga would be screwed if you were babysitting her, right? It's your business, so act like it's yours. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Questions on anything we went over? Boom, mic drop. Duh. Questions on what we went over? Anything. Did that bring you guys more clarity, whether you are brand new or you have been in for months, since last year, whatever? Did that bring you guys more clarity? And can you now understand how that is meant to help your people have more clarity from the beginning? So you gain your time back rather than having your time be taken by a lot of cheerleaders. You guys have heard that before, cheerleaders, right? Good. I'm so glad your sword gets sharpened. That is awesome. Good clarity. Yay. Exciting stuff. The other thing is, you guys, I don't know how long, you guys have probably noticed it in the Facebook group. I don't know how long, again, at the time of this recording, it's active. I don't know if Facebook will continue the @everyone the tag that we can do, but plan on being tagged often with the, hopefully, @everyone, because it's a very simple way for you to get plugged in. Now, that does not mean, for example, that when you get a new member, which I'm not good at this right now either. Let's be honest. It's my video and I still am not currently doing it. So let's all be accountable together. Okay. When you go into the group and you enroll Helga, it would be very awesome of you to start tagging your new team members in this video. Okay. Some of us have done it. That's great. But start tagging your team members. Tomorrow, I will put the @everyone and tag them here for you. You're welcome. But moving forward, I'd like it to be more specific. So when Jason Jordan, for example, you enroll Billy Bob, he gets a message from you. Hey, Billy Bob, I see that you're in. So glad you're involved. Make sure to turn on notifications. Watch this video. Can't wait to see you tomorrow for Teachable Tuesday. Something. Because then Billy Bob wants to stay. He's recognized. There are other people who will see that comment and then maybe go say, hey, welcome, right? It's a long-standing post for a reason. We don't want it to be where someone goes to this group, okay? We don't want it to be where someone goes to this group and they're so freaking lost and they're like, wow, love that we're welcoming everyone, but like, shut the freak up, right? We want them to be able to know exactly where to go and feel organized from the start. So when you guys get new members, start being diligent, keep each other accountable, and start tagging them in this. And then Jason, for example, had a question tonight for Daniel. He's not here. So use this Q&A post. This one right here, I'm going to encourage as soon as we're off of this training right now to go into this pinned announcement in our Facebook group and put what you learned. I want this to be over 200 comments tonight. Why? Because the collaboration is key. There's around 30 people on every single Teachable Tuesday so far up to this point. We need to be able to double that, triple that, quadruple that. Because as you take advantage of this contest right now and you enroll 30 more people, what if your 30 people were on every single training? Would you be duplicating the crap out of things? Oh, yeah. So plug them in, but don't babysit. Okay. Questions on anything we talked about up to this point. And then I'm going to open it up for questions about the contest. If you guys have any, feel free to take yourself off mute if you want to, or just put it in the chat. Either way is fine. Any questions? If you have questions, you'll watch the video. Yes, ma'am. Love it. Any questions? And if not, then awesome. I'll just briefly go over the contest and I'll let you loose tonight. I expect you guys to actually go do the thing, not just get off this video and be like, oh, that's great. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's great. Crickets. I know exactly. So contest, you guys. First, if you're a gold member, I strongly encourage you to upgrade into platinum or titanium. Why? Because the bonuses happening right now do not apply to gold members, unfortunately. But in order for you to attract serious action takers into your business, you also have to be a serious action taker, right? And to be blunt, gold is not a serious action taker. It's not. $20 you could spend at Chick-fil-A, not even thinking about it. You invest in your business, you return in your business what you invest. Yes. So bonuses for every set of 3 titanium members, you make $300, right? Because it's a 50% commission. Normally, because SHG is freaking awesome, you get a $200 bonus. So for every set of 3, 10 times in the month, something like that, you would make 500. Now the bonus is doubled. So for every set of 3, it's 700. Normal 300, Bob, Bill, Henry, that's 100, 100, 100. Okay. And then you normally get 200. Well, now it's doubled. So it's 400, $700. You guys, $700 over and over and over again. Bro, like, okay. Now we're going to get specific. Bill, are you still here? Is Bill here? Bill. Did you guys know that Bill Marler is the reason we're having a contest? Like, you're welcome. Bill Marler was the one who set all of it into motion, and then Daniel and I carried it through. It was us. We're the secret, drug dealers over here. You're welcome. Isn't that awesome? Bill had the idea. He's like, yo, why don't we do a contest? It just makes sense. And you guys, it is so fired up back in here. Dang, $700. And all of the prizes Daniel selected, all of them. He's the one who went in and decided, okay, we're going to have the first place get this and the second place get this. Like, we've been working behind the scenes for you guys to increase financially. Are you going to take it seriously this month? Yeah, you better. You're on the best team ever. Now go shout it from the rooftops. Okay. Go shout it from the rooftops. Okay. Platinum members, same thing. Normally, Bob, Bill, Henry, who enrolled for platinum, every set of 3, you make $150. Well, now you're making double that, $350 instead of the normal bonus. Okay. $350 for every 3 platinum members, $350. And for every 3 titanium members, 700. Okay. Gold, you're not tapped into that, unfortunately. But that's the perfect time to upgrade. You come in at the level you value yourself at. If you're here, you probably value yourself more. So be sure to attract that by being that yourself. Questions on that, you guys? Any questions on that? Now, for those of you, let's give some accountability tonight. Eve kind of mentioned this earlier, like, hey, if I do this amount, how much should I be doing? It's not how much should I be doing? It's how much do you want to be doing and what can you compound? Okay. So use this team testimonial. If you're featured in it, do something spicy where they have to watch till you talk or something. Okay. You can download it here. Bookmark the 123 SHG tab. If ever the replays go away, you're going to want to have those tabs too. Be on the lookout for the new registration for Teachable Tuesday for next week. It will be under mine instead of Daniel's moving forward. All of this, you guys, we went through. All of this, we went through. Now we're just going to end with this. Where are you now in production? What are you going to do this week? All 25 of you put in the comments what you're going to do this week. And if you don't, if you don't want to label every single thing you'll do, that's great. But focus at least on one platform and put it in the chat. Let's give some accountability. Because for short form videos, if you've been doing, say, 3 videos a day, what do you know you can compound for the next week leading up to next Tuesday? And when we check in, are you going to be able to say, yep, I committed. Yes, I did it. Or no, I'm a dummy and I had too many excuses, right? Which one will you be? So Huey says 2 long form YouTube videos, 2 short forms a day. Awesome. Anthony says short form 2 to 5 a day. Narrow down the number. Don't do 2 to 5. Narrow down the number. The more specific you are, the more specific the results. The more specific you execute, the more specific your income. And that goes for all of you guys, not just Anthony. Sim says posting is down due to holidays and we will pick it up back now. See, and that is a great example. So going back to Eve's comment, well, how many should I be creating for this or that? The answer is up to you. But let's say you have a reunion coming up, produce 10 videos today so you're taken care of tomorrow. So you can schedule it out so you don't have to work on the weekend. You already had it created, right? Think through it. You're thinking from the end result. If you want to be on the leaderboard for this contest, you have to act like the number 1. You have to act like 5th place. You have to act like you're 45 grand a month, right? You have to act that now, not after, now. So Doric says, I am ready to start making 5 videos per day. Awesome. So next week, you would have what, 30, what's the math on that? 35 videos. Can you commit to that? Wendy says, post 3 videos on TikTok a day. Awesome. Make sure to repurpose it elsewhere, like Facebook Reels. Just trust me. Just do it. Kelly says, be a top 10 in the contest. Awesome, Kelly. Love it. Using TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube shorts, and 2 long a week. Awesome. Sim is going to do 4 minimum. Great. Anthony said 4 short form and 5 YouTubes. Beautiful. Jason. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love these. Okay, I'm just going to quickly read them so I don't take too much more of your time. Jamie, good. Marie, awesome. Burley, awesome. Okay, so be sure that whatever you're planting now, you can be consistent with. And then use those steps of, here's my have to do's, here's my I'd like to do's, here's my I could do's. No guilt, only production. There's a difference between you having all your time taken up because you're busy, you're doing all the stupid things that don't matter, but you feel productive, and then you actually returning on investment. Okay. Make sense? Okay. Last thing, you guys are going to be seeing me in our SHG corporate site. Let's see this one here. Come on. savings, blah, 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 blah. This one. You guys are going to be seeing me all this month inside this group going live. Yay. I volunteered. I know it's dumb. Savings Highway Global, I'm going to be going live on Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Eastern. I would love to see you guys there. Please don't turn on notifications for this group. There's way too much going on. These are also prospects. So they aren't just paying members. So when I go live and when I'm shouting you out because, hi, our team is going to be the top 10 leaderboard. Yes, I want you to be there because I want to be able to shout you out and have people be super excited for you. Okay. So if you do anything, turn on the notifications for highlights or just mark your calendar for 10 a.m. Eastern on Mondays and Fridays. That's going to be starting on this Friday. Let's see. Ray, thank you for your comment. Jamie says, how the freak do you get more people in your Facebook group? I promote that like crazy and don't know if people can't see it or what. Yeah, message me on that. Also go through the Facebook training under whatever that tab is, because that will definitely help. It's not a prospect group. There are a ton of paying members in there, but there's also a lot of prospects. That does not mean, not that you're thinking this, Jamie, this goes for all of you guys, but that does not mean that you should go start like spamming and BSing with a lot of people. But if you were to participate, just like our Make and Save More group for the ATM method, if you were to participate, you're helping people. And if you collaborate, people are going to be drawn to you. Now, I'm not saying go steal people's stuff. Do not do that. Do not do that. On my live videos, I'm going to be telling people, get back with the person who invited you here. You ought to be doing the same thing. And I'm not, please don't focus on corporate. That was not the point of me telling you that. The point of me telling you all of that was because we're the best team. We are. It's the truth. It is. You guys are going to be on the leaderboard. And if I'm live and I'm shouting you out, hey, number 2 and number 3 and blah, 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 and you're not there, hello, I want to be able to say great job right then. So yes, it is early, 10 a.m. Eastern. That's 8 o'clock my time, but it sets your day out right for Mondays and it allows you to go in the weekend with the right stuff. Okay. Sound good? Any questions, thoughts? Let me know. And then we'll pop off here because I know it's been like an hour 20. Lemonade. Daniel, too bad he's not here. He just got 2 sales back to back. Congrats. Yeah, I know. Lucky me, get to, have fun with those comments. All right, awesome. Thank you guys for hopping on. We will see you for Focus Friday and start ranking in your points, bro. Start ranking in those points. You're gonna want to really hone it in this month. Go be accountable, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Be sure to go through the how to set up the domain training and then the short form video training. There's like 5 of them. Okay. We'll talk about that next week. Talk to you guys on Friday, if not before.